Hello everyone, it's Jean. I just want to show you a project that I've finished. I've made another blank journal with a bag or pouch for it to go into, and this is the pouch that I've made this time. And the base is linen from a vintage chair back cover, and then I covered it with this diamond cotton lace. The reason for that, it's all been covered now. I was going to decorate it differently to what I have done, but it didn't turn out that way, so I decided to put all these lovely laces across, and I do like how it's turned out. I'll show you the back first so you can see all the different laces. This is an old vintage lace, and this one here, that one there, that's a very old one, and I think that was from, I can't remember whether it was a bedspread or a table runner. I just can't remember, but I know it's a very old one. But the rest are fairly new. But that's how the back is, and I've gone all around the edges with this lovely flower trim that I coffee dyed, and then on the front we've got a bit more of that old lace here, and I put those sort of crossways. The others just go straight across, and then just for the flap I decided to put them crossways like that. We've got some vintage buttons and bit of burlap, and then I made this little cluster here with a part of a doily, some vintage appliques that I've cut from curtains. We've got some cheesecloth and some eyelash trim, and this dangle piece here, and then this lovely flower. I just wanted to bring a bit of colour into it. So to sort of bring it together, I put this lovely wooden button on this little doily, and some cheesecloth and a flower. So that's how I've done the front. Inside, I'll just take the journal out. Inside, I've lined it with this lovely fabric. It's a Parisian fabric, and it's in a sort of a linen type fabric. And it's lined, I don't know if you can see, but it is lined all the way through. And here again, it just brings that little pop of colour to it, and I really like that lining. I really like this fabric actually. So that is the clutch, or the pouch, whatever you want to call it. And then for the journal, I'll just put that to one side. This is the journal that I did. Just let me move my chair. That's it. Now then, for the fastening, I did two actually. I'll show you them. I did this one. This one is with a vintage lace, and I've put these pearl buttons all the way around. And they're flower buttons, two different size flower buttons and heart buttons, and then it fastens with seam binding. But this wasn't the first one I made actually. I'll pop that there. I actually did another one, and this was a little snippet roll that I made, and just made it into a fastening. And I couldn't decide which I liked, but I wanted a bit of colour. I just couldn't make my mind up, so I ended up doing this one, and I like them both equally. I mean, they're different, so I'm going to include both of those. If you could choose which one you want for this, and probably use the other on another journal if you wanted to. So this has just got all embroidery flowers. I've sewn some little beads on, and some little charms, and little bits of embroidered flowers, some pearls. So you can see, and It's backed with this cotton fabric and the seam binding, and the back of that, I think that's a different one, is it? No, I've used the same backing for both of them, so they're both included. So the cover, both inside and out, are fabric covers, and we've got this lovely print, and I put this lovely lace and this burlap trim. We've got a tatting doily and this sort of honeycomb lace underneath the doily. This lovely lace on the edge here. This lace at the bottom, and this is the one that's on the inside. And then I just did this cluster again with part of a doily. I've got some green eyelash trim, some cheesecloth, and this lovely crocheted flower that I got from Vita. And then on the back, I did the same as the other one. I put an envelope on the back because I just love that idea actually, and I thought, well, I'll do another one. I enjoyed doing the other one. So I used this lovely paper, and I can't remember what this paper line is. I've had this a long time. I've no idea. But it's decorated like I did the other one. Very similar anyway, it's not the same. And it's got 2 pockets again, and you can put your little tags. I think there's 4 little tags in the front there, but you can put some in the back there as well. And it just folds up like that, so you've plenty of room to journal on if you wish. And it fastens with one of these invisible Velcro pads. So that's the front of it, and then inside, as I say, it is a blank journal, although I have done a little bit of decorating. Had to stop myself because you know, really it's supposed to be a blank journal, but I've not done too much. So that's the fabric. It's like an invoice fabric print, and the fabrics that I've printed myself actually, and then this one to make the pocket, and it is decorated the same, both back and front inside, with another envelope. And as you can see, I put this honeycomb lace again and this lovely lace here, and these are just empty envelopes that you can decorate and do whatever you want with. So I decorated it with this lace all around, and then this lace at the bottom. And as usual, I've done some stenciling, but you know, there's plenty of room to journal or decorate, whatever you want to do. I've got a pocket here, some more stenciling. We've got a pocket here with some lace, a Tim Holtz die cut that I put on, that you can slot all your little tags in if you wish. It goes right down to the bottom, so if you know, you can put a large one from top to bottom and then fill the others up. Some more, and these, I've no idea who I bought these from. What I've started doing, I've got a lot of printed papers from when I first started, and they've just been in a box, and unfortunately I just put them all together, so I've absolutely no idea where most of them have come from. These, I do know where these have come from. I bought some Anna Griffith papers, and I bought the embellishments to go with them. And this is about, I would think about 15 years ago when I was doing scrapbooking. And I just got this one sheet with part of these on. So I've used the last of them now. I thought I really must get round to using them. But they really are beautiful. And they're those vellum stick-ons. And they really do stick. They're very, very good. and I don't know if you can see the glitter, but they are beautiful. And we've got a little butterfly, and I've got some more butterflies further on, which I'll show you. But that's it now. I wish I could get some more, but I can't find any. I mean, it's a long, long time ago, as I said. So we've got some more stenciling. I've embossed some masking paper, an old book page. In the last one that I did, the last blank journal, I put the other part of this, I'm calling it a letter, but I really don't know what it is. And this has got the full date on it, 1892. If you remember, it just said April, 12th of April, I think it said on the other. And it didn't give the full date, but that's the other part of it. Yeah, 1892. Some more stenciling, some more print. This is a little booklet that I've just put on. I'm not going to undo this ribbon because it takes me ages to fasten them back up again. But we've just got some tea-dyed papers just to make a little booklet out of it. And you can put little notes. And on the back and the front, it's got this lined paper, like the backing paper for it. This is from a gardening book. This is the middle of the signatures. I do know that this is from My Porch Prints, and I've just decorated it with this lace. And then it's just the other side of the papers, so I'll just go through this quickly. That's doubled over the masking paper. I've got a pocket here with this lovely trim down it. Another pocket here with this lovely lady, and I put this little fringe trim. And these are the butterflies. That's the rest of them from Anna Griffin. And you can just see how they sparkle. They're beautiful, they really are. They look like glass, actually. So lovely. And there we are. And that's the journal. And I'll put this one on now, so you can see. As I say, whoever buys this can you can choose which one you want to use for this journal. Slips on and off at the moment because I've left it fairly loose, because obviously the journal will get more full. So yeah, so you can either have it like that or with this one. And then, so I'll put this in the back in the pouch. And then to go with it, I've just made another envelope out of some more paper that I've got from a paper pad, and inside they're all things to that you can put in the journal. This actually was it's just something that I made the other day. I saw oh dear, Angela Kerr. She's been doing an envelope series, and she did one of these envelopes. She did hers out of an A4 piece of paper, but I did mine out of a 12 by 12. So it turned out a little bit bigger, which is what I wanted. I just stamped the inside because it was plain on the back. So I've stenciled and stamped on it just to, you know, give it a bit of interest. And then we've got these pockets. And I've just left it like that so that whoever gets it can, there's a pocket there, can decorate it themselves. And I just did this punched edging there. And then we've got some tags, a little miniature CD case, just a very tiny one. I think it's about 2 inches square, I think. It can't be that actually, I don't think, is it? Yeah, 2 inches square. A couple of those little embossed envelopes to be decorated. And then we've got some tags, different tags. I think these are from, I'm not sure. No, I don't know where they're from. That's like a postcard, but it needs backing onto some, it's just in paper. But these are on card, actually, these postcards. They're lovely. So we've got those. Those like that. Oh, I just put some of these edging papers. I'd been cutting, I've got a punch actually that punches out like that, and I've got some spare, so I've just put those in. Another envelope actually that has got some stamps in. There's some more in here. Yeah, different size stamps. I don't know where they're from, but these I know are from my porch prints. So you've got these as well. Yeah. So that's those. So they go in there. And then last but not least, oh, and this fastens with one of those invisible Velcro pads. And then last but not least, I've put some vintage laces in and some of these little flowers that are nice to just embellish these sort of things, you know, with put some cheesecloth and a bit of eyelash trim, and in fact I'll put some eyelash trim in because I've got plenty of that. And so we've got a mixture of these little flowers, and then we've got some of these flowers, or they're like little medallions really. Some of these, I think that's one of those, some of those, some in white as well. I've put a snippet piece in that you can cut up and embellish that as well. And then we've got this piece of a doily, make a nice pocket, and a couple of pieces from a vintage curtain. So you've got plenty to embellish with, and they'll all go in with the pouch. So I just need to wrap those laces separately. So there we are. So I hope you like it. It will be listed in my Etsy shop. By the time this video goes up, I think it will be in. If not, it'll be later on in the day. So there we are. So I hope everybody's keeping well and busy while we're all in lockdown. I know they've given us in the UK a little bit more freedom, but not very much really. But we're still in lockdown. I'm not taking any chances. I think it's a little bit risky at the moment, so we'll have to see how it goes. But I think so long as you keep busy and you know, if you've got a nice little hobby to keep your mind off things, things aren't so bad. We've got some wonderful neighbours that are helping us out, which I'm very grateful for. They're really lovely people, and you just don't realise how kind people can be, but my word, I've been very grateful for them, I must admit. So there we are. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, keep safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.